So, okay, I'm just going to go over really quick what happened. Basically, we did that. We actually finished our picture taking for the storyboarding. The other people who had rotated that before we came back after lunch, finished it up. And then they transferred the slides, and they started actually working on the storyboard, seeing how the angles looked and whatever needs to be fixed. And that came out. So far, the storyboard seems to be coming along really well, and I like it. I'm sure everybody, once they see the final product, I'm sure they'll like it. Everybody, of course, some people have their input that they would like to share, but that's all a part of the creative process, and that's what makes it so great. They did storyboarding, we did producing. Our job, like I said earlier, was to find food that was preferably very cheap, or if they would be so kind as to, maybe donate it or something, that would be so nice. But as it turns out in Hollywood, they're not a fan of doing that type of thing. They're a fan of money. I mean, everybody is, but they're not so generous when it comes to food. So it wasn't easy trying to find it, but we found quite a few possibilities. Sorry. We found quite a few possibilities who seemed very willing to work with us, so that was a great positive. That was a great upside to us. I think we went through a lot of people to find it, but yeah, we found a few possibilities who seemed pretty positive and interested in working with us on the food. And that was good. And then, of course, we are still working on those casting calls. There were some other people in producing who did that, and we got our whole cast confirmed, and that is awesome for Team Dominic, so I'm pretty excited. We got the complete cast confirmed, and I'm just so thrilled, and I know everybody in the team is thrilled, and we've got a cast for our film, and a complete cast. We have part of the cast, but now we have our complete cast, and that's exciting. So thumbs up to everybody who did work today. Everybody did such a great job. We all worked together, and it's moving forward very well. I'm going to try to say a little bit less. But basically, after the cast was confirmed, we went on and we looked over some other things that need to be tightened and taken care of. We switched tech, of course, and we did more rotations. I spent a lot of time on the production that came out, the production and producing, and I did quite a bit of that with my other teammates. So that's pretty much what we did. We basically made callbacks to let the actors and actresses know, to confirm them, to make sure they'll be there on the day when we have to shoot. And then, of course, they did storyboarding, putting in all the information, getting it ready for the actual day when we shoot, which is Thursday. Excited. So everything's coming along smoothly. Everybody's working together still really well, and I know we're going to work together because we're very mature, and we're a very mature team, to say the least. And everybody's pulling their weight, which is good. Nobody's lagging. Nobody's skimping out. Everybody's pulling their fair share of weight. And that's good to know because, like I was saying, I'm probably going to say this a lot more times, when we're working on a team, those are some of the things that you need for it to work together very well. And like I've said, a lot of positive attitudes. And another part is everybody pulling their fair share of weight so that no one person feels like they're doing it by themselves, because they shouldn't. Because it's a team effort, not one person effort. Everybody's working on this film. Everybody's working on this production. And that's, when they give you credits, credits, it means like a credit. They're giving you credit for something, for your contribution you made to the film. So when those credits are rolling, and you're looking up at that person, the reason they're up there on that screen on the credits is because they were assuming, and were hoping, and I'm sure most of the time, probably 90% of the time, they pulled their fair share of weight and they did their best. And that's just like what's going on right now with our team, Dominic, and with our extraordinary crew. So everybody's doing great. Everybody's working together, and I'm very excited to be a part of this team. I wasn't sure how it was going to work because, when you get a lot of creative people together, you got all these people and everybody's got their own ideas. They're like, well, I got my idea, you have your idea. But everybody's just being really, everybody's being very cool about their creativity, and everybody's being very positive towards each other. So that's the excellent thing. And that's pretty much what we did in the last, after lunch. That's pretty much everything we went over. Oh, we also got to meet one of the wonderful heads of the program, who works with Dreaming Tree Films. Dreaming Trees Films is the parent, and then we have Fresh Films, and she works with Fresh Films, and she works to bring these programs to life. She worked with us, and she talked to us about media and PR, and she went over some of the things we need to know. And she also had such a welcoming attitude, and she seemed very open, and she seemed to know a lot about what she was doing. And she seems like she's also worked, not seems, but I'm sure she has an impressive resume, and very just impressive everything all around person. So that was exciting to meet her, and we talked to her for like she talked to us for the last hour, and she asked about ourselves, and she wanted to get to know us, and it was nice hearing from her. And I'm sure she's going to also help us out a lot when we're working in the PR aspect of our program. And she flew in from Chicago today. She said it was very cold, and I'm assuming it probably was. Chicago's got those cool museums, but the weather and we just don't agree. But she came in from Chicago, and she flew in also with another person who's a part of the Fresh Films Foundation, came in to speak, and she also works on marketing. And both of them spoke to us, but it was mainly, they both spoke to us about what we need to know, what we need to be aware of. It's just very, I don't want to use the word educational, because that's used so much and makes it sound boring, but I guess it was educational, but it was interesting at the same time, so it kept your attention, so you learned a lot, and it was a lot to take in, to be quite honest, but I'm digesting it all now that it's over, and I think she's going to be very helpful in helping us with the success of our team, and both teams. So, yeah, she came and she spoke to us for the last hour. And so far it's been a great day, extraordinary day, and yeah, so that's pretty much it, and that's pretty much what I wanted to say, I guess, for my video vlog of the evening time. Promised I was going to do one, so I always like to follow through on what I start, and yeah, I'm going to say pretty much everything I want to say. So I shall talk to you tomorrow, and I'll update you on what all went on then, and I'm sure there's going to be more exciting things happening. I'm sure the team's going to work together again, and we're all going to bring our positive attitudes, and we're all going to pull our weight. We're all going to work together as a team should, and I'm sure our interns are going to be just as encouraging as they were today, and yesterday, and the day before, and they're going to push us to do our best, but that's what you have to do, because sometimes you might want to feel like you want to slow down, and you need that one person there. It's going to give you a tiny push, or a big push sometimes if it's needed, to get you to keep moving and to keep accomplishing whatever the task is set before you. So I'm very excited about tomorrow. Again, I'm still excited, and I'm learning so much, and I've met I haven't really mentioned friends, but I've met a lot of new friends, and it's been a really great day.